Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Ty Nices, and today we are continuing Virtue's Last Reward. I would love to say finishing, but we know that's not at all how this game works. There's still too many paths with too many endings, and then a true ending. And it all takes plenty of time, so we're going to do as much as we can today. As it stands, we have just finished the ending, or mostly through the ending. Or did we finish it? I'm unsure. I don't know where we left. But we had Dio's ending. We learned all about him. We learned that he is a member of the Myrmidons and that he is the one who's planted the bombs throughout the facilities. Which was something so expected that it was unexpected. I figured it had to be someone else because it was so obviously him every single time. But that's good. We know who it is. We also have one part of the final password for the one-time line, which is Milky Volley, or backwards, I love Klim, I love K Lim. One of those. I want to say K's name is probably Klim, or his name is K Lim. But yeah, it's I love Klim backwards. And we have 3 codes for bombs. Bombs 0, 1, or 0, 1, and 3. Yeah. Hi, May. No worries. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well as well. Hopefully see you later. So that's what we're doing. We have some other paths open. We know it 100% who planted the bomb. That opens 2 paths for us. Let's get it rolling. Bum, bum, bum. Continue. Ah, it's at the start again. I really should get in the habit of selecting the point I want to continue from before saving and quitting. Because if you finish a timeline and then save and quit, it puts you back here. All right. Look at all we've done. Look at all we've done. Hell yeah. Love that. It never hurts to look a little more fabulous, you know? All right, so this ending fascinates me because we had to unlock a thing to get to a second part to unlock another thing. This ending right here, I'm pretty sure is the ending we keep seeing in our vision of Phi and I being the only ones alive, figuring out the bombs before they blow up. I think so. That's what that ending is. So we'll go with that. We'll start here and we'll see where it goes. Who planted the bomb? I don't remember what happened in each of these timelines. Like, I don't remember who's dead, who's alive. I'll need a refresher on that. You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you? There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. Hell yeah. Dio!
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. And why are you getting so worked up anyway? You're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The what? I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question you were the one who set up the bomb.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything beside his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Maniacal laugh.
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone YouTube jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB.
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no. I leapt toward them.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down.
Oh, Luna's alive.
If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one, Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off.
No.
I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji?
Oh, something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing.
Tenmyoji, he's not.
I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes switched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed. The goat! The goat! He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's legs shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit, not good.
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What's happening? There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bomb automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah,
How do we stop them?
the emergency deactivation
None
password.
of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. There's someone who does, isn't there?
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Wait, stop! Threw myself towards Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddamn! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't gonna let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
No, if we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out
You
of him.
think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing, Luna? Go! Right.
Come on, give me bomb 2. Give me bomb 2.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
Ugh, you can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up. Right. Here goes.
Is this the timeline where Luna knows about my arm? Because that's huge. I think so. As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I expected. Small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled towards the sink and tossed it in the drain. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
Put the password and stop the
We
bomb.
searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Only one option left then.
Yeah, and that...
Intuition. Trust our hunches.
That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess?
You have a better idea?
Well, no, but...
Wait, there's another way. What is it? Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse. Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it. We're done.
That's... it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do.
If you don't recall 3 seconds ago when you said you'd shut the fuck up and listen.
Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Phi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? Couldn't think of anything else to say, so I turned and ran after Phi. Where are we going, Phi? Crew quarters. Or are we just going back to Warehouse 1? Warehouse A. No, we're in the crew quarters. Oh, for the bomb. Yeah. Okay. So what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
All right, done. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the door's open, so... 21.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. Bomb number 1 is on floor B with the garden. So, just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
Stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump. Yeah, to another world. Another history. You didn't
can't.
just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but
You
that's,
just
I mean,
have to do that again.
so you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Ugh, damn it, this is
Well,
so
don't
confusing.
think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump.
Okay, okay. I get it. See you later. Are you insane? I'm talking about transporting myself across space and time. Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I.
That's a problem. All right, consider this. Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
You're saying I might know it already? And I just have to try remembering
Yeah,
it?
I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
For bomb 3? Yes. I stared down at the input device. Password. Password. The bomb password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. Lock open. This one is LXG. LXG. LHC. NMR. What? LXQ. I knew I was going to do something stupid like that. Woo!
Good job. It worked.
Phew. I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I
You
did.
heard it in another history? Just what
Yeah.
happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, not story
How
time.
much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
Go ahead in the control room.
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. If we've cleared all the bombs on floor A, I think just bring everyone up, even if we don't remember them, bring everyone up here and hide. It's only 2 tons of TNT downstairs. It's fine. I can at least disconnect bomb 1. Or, yeah. And bomb 0. Just need bomb 2. I don't know bomb 2.
You got it?
Yeah, right here.
Hook it up. Okay, hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Hey, what the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No, no way. I'm sure I did it
Try
right.
again.
Yeah, nothing. That password's no
Then
good.
it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like it.
Shit!
Vi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
You mean like a different history from the other one I remember?
Yeah, you figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that.
Another history. Another history. Password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? Have to. I don't. I don't know it. Tried over and over, but it was no good. Each guess was wrong. No matter how I strained my memory, I couldn't remember even a letter of the bomb's password. Had I seen or heard it anywhere in the first place? I'd seen other histories, but had I seen what I needed? If I hadn't, it was all over. If I couldn't control my jumps, then what good were they?
Sigma, just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die, but you still stuck with me. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks. It looks like our time's almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us, though. I think this is...
Don't you dare say goodbye.
What?
We'll meet again, somewhere. Some when. I guarantee it. We can jump through parallel worlds. We can change history. You see? This won't end here. I won't let it. This is just the beginning.
Sigma.
Suddenly, I felt Phi's face against my chest. Put my arms around her and held tight. Then... everything went dark. Yep. Cool. Now we go to the other route, see if we can find the number 2 bomb code. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Huh?
Probably the same start of dialogue. Yep, this is all the same. Is Temioji gonna do the same thing again? Yeah, he sure did.
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy.
Give me the
The
2.
password for bomb number 2 is
Yes.
EQD DYR NTK.
EQD DYR NTK. 2.
Bomb number 2.
Put that right there. Yeah.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device.
Hold up. No, we'll continue this timeline.
Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input
Oh
device?
gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on.
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No, wait! Threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. Okay, they should all be the same. Which time do we
About
have left?
20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
20 minutes or so? Yeah.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the
We
bombs.
searched Dio, but he doesn't have any.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
Split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
All right. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not. All the rest of
Right.
you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
I turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile and hurried after her. I appreciate that it shows me where the cutoff for story beats are. All right, so what do we do in this timeline?
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else. If we get to
Okay.
T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. We hadn't found it by then. Was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right
I'm
now?
just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
You bring up a fair point, Fi. How could I ever disagree with you? Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page. Now get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, all right? I checked the time on my bracelet and headed out of the crew quarters into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Damn, only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. For long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow it might have been there all along. Maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. Any event, I had to start looking somewhere. I should know where it is. I've picked it up before. Luna, you're still here?
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here.
Oh, we are doing
I
it!
thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
That's this timeline. Okay. I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. Driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the
Really?
bombs. Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
She turned and headed towards the exit. Why would you make her sad? Sigma! Wait. Could just let her leave like that. Good. Good. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Analyze my body. Are we getting Luna's ending? Yay. My queen. I laid down on the table. Luna picked up the Atom scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well, it says you're not a robot. You're human.
Just my arm, baby. I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human. You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
So it is my arms. Okay, it's both.
Your arms are cybernetic.
What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arm with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm. They took x-rays of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones, and then I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did someone replace my arms? Wait, okay, let's say you're right. My arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know
I
that?
just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right. But not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain. Don't
What?
you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
I'm
sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time? I pressed the button on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. Only got a minute left?
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could you be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF DM L016.
GTF EM L 016.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Ah!
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. So, thinking if it's Kay's dad that's involved in all this, right? The woman that's dead is the... Sorry, one sec. Is the real woman that came in to look after, or to help with everything and look after Kay. Luna might be the robot. Because remember, originally he created a motherly figure for him, and he rejected her. Cool. All right, that's my ending. So now we have these. We have the answers to all of these. However, we also have the answer to this. Now the question is, which one's the password, which one's the ID? If I were a gambling man, I would say GTF DML 016, and I would say yes. Bye. Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What? How did you figure out the login?
I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my
Why
name.
are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at each other for several more minutes. No matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an easy answer that satisfied. Easy was not ever in that sentence. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
I'm right,
And
I'm
the
not.
AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. GTFDM L016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem, unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
So was GTFDM L016 a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Yeah, she is! Luna.
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT.
It is this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT.
What's called?
When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton.
Yes!
Makes it look right human, it does. Even feel... See,
Alright, yeah, we know this.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
That's why every time she dies, if you notice, it's never with blood. There's no blood. It is always and consistently drugs. That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
They're saying she was sent here by Zero.
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission. You think our special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
Why does Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? Think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampf test? It's from an
A
old
what?
book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
Just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person.
When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I
right
mean.
now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry, you said about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it.
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing as it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Luna's...
Do you think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded
baby.
before the...
Of course! Luna's the one who opened the AB
That
gate.
might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you
what
mean?
are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016.
And where have we seen that before?
No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
Crew quarters, of course I remember. Interesting. But I don't think she's a bad person. We were right.
Yeah.
Why would Luna...
And I trust him.
5,
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right. Off we go then. Who are we up against? I don't remember at all. Is it Luna? So who was supposed to be with us?
invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, okay. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back into the AB room.
2 minutes.
All right, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Wait, Sigma.
Huh? Hi. Hi, friend. I'll see you in a bit.
1 minute remains.
Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna
She's
here?
probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go in one of the other rooms?
Yeah,
How's she gonna
the
vote?
tray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote allies, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP,
Yeah.
right?
Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Then why is she doing
Isn't
that?
that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7.
I
6,
will never,
5,
ever
4,
choose betray for Luna
And
first.
2, 1.
That's my ally. Every damn day, and I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Result. Thank you, Ambidex.
Phi's gonna be pissed.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now, she's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then there it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from. Please.
Right, the
Yeah.
results.
Let's go have a look.
Never. She would never betray me. And I know it for a fact. She would never. She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT.
Points have. Please check.
Since Luna didn't vote, she's set to ally automatically. The other 6 got penalized. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? Can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
Trust the girl. Trust her. She came to see if anyone was still alive. That's why she came.
Ambidex gates have. Round 4 of the Star Keys.
Phi and I checked our bracelets at a sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, just like before, but Phi had changed to a red solo. Didn't really matter, though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. May hello! All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first.
So to catch you up real quick, we went to the timeline where we accused Dio. He gave us the code for the number 2 bomb. But in that timeline, we didn't have the activator. So we couldn't deactivate all the bombs. Then, at the end of that timeline, Luna gave us our scan. Because remember, Luna said she was going to do that. And it turns out, just robotic arms. Human body. Robo arms. But she gave us the access code for when we see a double-headed lion eating a sun. So, came back to this timeline, used the computer, logged in, found out Luna is a full-fledged robot, full-fledged golem, in which we came back to do our AB game, saw her, because she's alive now. She was just put to sleep in this timeline. She was never actually killed. Or she was just drugged. She was never dead. So we physically saw her, but she never went into the AB room to vote against us. So now all 3 of us, Luna, Phi, and I have 9 points. So we're still looking for Quark, who I think we know is in the infirmary, or in the resting pod, but we don't know that yet. And trying to find Luna. And here
Let's
we are.
go.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. fallen on her heels. Ah, they are randomized. Okay. I mean, that's probably better. Oh yeah, ton happened. But I was saying earlier, it makes sense because every time Luna's died, she's always been drugged. So you've never seen blood. Because if she was killed any other way, it would have been white. We still haven't checked the only place that a child could be. All my dead friends. Yep. Although it is pretty safe to believe that Robo Luna killed everyone.
Sigma, there's something. There are
What is
3
it?
doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yep. According to the map, it's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but only one of the doors opened. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock? Yeah.
Open. Who the hell opened it? And how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
All right. Let's head in.
Okay. Yeah, Quark's in there. What the heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
What mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them. Suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate these pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
One on the left. Is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Crack it open then.
Yeah.
Quark, my boy. Quark! Okay, we're not gonna say anything about it. We're just gonna pick him up and run. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse. Oh, are we just leaving?
This is it.
Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had been put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Where's Luna? Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about
What?
it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And
016.
what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core.
Except we know that Dio is the one that killed the old woman, because that's how he got into the game. And I believe that was Clover writing Dio and not 016.
That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
Keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay.
That one feels like it was probably Luna.
Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You
That one,
understand,
yeah,
don't
that's fair.
you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem.
The only reason I don't think it's 016 is because they would have legitimately no idea about the product number or anything.
That means she's
It was
a robot
discovered
that's
so
part of
far
this
after everyone
facility,
was dead.
Designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Juniors.
And also, those two went missing before the final AB room, right? We were looking for them before the final chromatic doors. So the only four people that went through the chromatic doors were Dio and Kay, me and Phi. So there is a good chance that Dio did that.
There isn't really much of an argument.
It
to
could
made
be Luna.
here.
I could be wrong.
The
But
only
I feel like
option
that was
is
just
to
a
leave
fucked up
her
spelling
here
of
and
Dio.
Get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Oh, fuck yeah.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay, you're right. Let's get out of
Damn.
here.
Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to
Why
open
did I
it.
agree then?
You ready?
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
So why did I remember that flashback and then just do nothing about it? I remembered it and then went, she's crazy, obviously. What? With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Phi slipped through. I followed her, though. Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, the kind used to move industrial cargo. Phi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. Why wouldn't I just tell her to wait? Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Phi. It's just something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me!
It is this.
Can't do this!
That's the dumbest thing I've ever done. Why wouldn't I just say I'm going to do it before? We could have been fine. Oh my god. I could have been like, no, the 3 laws of robotics. Let's just go talk to her, but stay on standby in case it goes bad. Yeah, like it's insane. It's an insane thing to do.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary. Thank you. As the escape, please.
I better learn something cool. I had no regrets. Are you sure? In fact, with Phi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. All right, time to go. Luna's waiting. No. Okay, cool. Luna, need be here.
You knew?
All right, We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but I think it's the being surrounded by nature. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
All right. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood spatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed. After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
All right, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that, the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in Timeline A on information I found in Timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it would be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Cork's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling when his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. Excuse me. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. No, wait, actually. He probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. Probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he'd have to put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back in the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would have been fast asleep, so as long as he knew Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murder. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder. Talking about Alice. Pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity. Adults, children, everyone. There won't be any. I'd rather die.
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think the infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AB room moved, and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Tenmyouji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, that doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it'd be really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? Thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. Oh. She was trying to say Dio. Yeah. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of their killer. Now, about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. Would have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess he decided to take preemptive action. Yeah, they're not very good at it, but at the same time, no one should be, right? One of the biggest gripes I have with a lot of these games is people are too good at checking dead bodies. Like they know exactly what to look for, and you shouldn't, because you're people. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the lights off, and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. Probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies, none of them your fault.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyouji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever... a robot?
We know the 3 laws.
Sigma.
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes. Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
It doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like you just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him
In
here.
a way.
But
Because
why?
his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What
I
project?
can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
Technically, Luna, we will be here forever.
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
Why did he come
Make
here?
sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms,
5th and 6th.
counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th.
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work.
Kay's dad, baby!
We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier! That's what I think!
Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes.
Literally programmed to be Team Mom.
He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
Yeah, there's the confirmation that we're all infected.
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know that.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or you will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Okay.
After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake, so I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her when she'd said she had one final order for me. I didn't understand what she meant.
Okay. So she had to purposefully cheat the game, right? Know the puzzle so she could get out first. Because if she had just left it to chance and say there was only like a 5-minute gap between one person leaving, Dio killing them, and another team coming out, the whole plan's ruined. So she would have had to cheat the system, finish the game in like 5 minutes, come out, get killed, Luna comes out, takes her back, and then there's like a 20-minute pause until someone else finishes.
Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to.
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then is she Zero Senior?
No,
What? But if she gave you the orders,
she did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
there was someone else.
Yes,
And that person's Zero Senior.
yes. We worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them, and they were both controlling Zero Junior too. I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know.
But why?
I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually, we'd figured out that the rooms had been moved, and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You
Maybe
mean-
they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. They wanted people to suspect you, why move
You're
the
right.
room?
Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like
Yes.
Alice?
Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife
Yes, I think so.
there. But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security camera.
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth, and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie, or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
How dare you be mean to this kind soul? Because of your orders.
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, She must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Well, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight, I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything
You
to you.
mean because I'm a golem? One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? Keep up the facade that you were human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he'd turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran
Regret?
off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes,
That uses an electric shock to restart the heart, right?
correct.
That was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes, I
Dio?
guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by.
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
That's fine.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What do you do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah, but he couldn't find it.
Of course, Fi had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome.
Why do you want the knife? Because he'd used it to kill the old
No,
woman?
I don't think so.
Then what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't you want anyone to see
Do you
that?
remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons
It's the
mean?
name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it, like a club or
I
something?
don't think so.
What is it then?
I don't really know.
No
I'm
idea?
afraid not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people.
Yeah, shout out to Al. Shout out to Luna. Shout out to Luna. God bless.
I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You got a point. This is ridiculous. Guess the enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found it. Key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it. At least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
Tenmyoji the goat. He let out a yell and leapt towards Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Tenmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then, as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man. The wound Tenmyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off. Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
I'm happy he's dead.
How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
She's gonna
Would
leave
you
you.
like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
What a dick!
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
You mean me fighting Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic,
Yes,
right?
almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
And the final murders?
As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
Hell yeah. So I'm a genius. You see. So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him. So Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
That's when he found the luminol.
Right.
You're very right. You're very right.
That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? The bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's
I
bracelet?
told him where it was. Do you remember
When?
when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah, when he sprayed us with Illuminol, right? Sure, I remember
Right
that.
after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes.
Where Quark was sleeping?
Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief,
Yes.
right?
The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet on?
I took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
What? You meant the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves that your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart stops.
Yes.
Holy shit. Was that easy all along?
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod.
Yes. No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero Jr.
That's right.
He reactivated your body too, right? I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? Because it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So are you gonna tell me?
What?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what the project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought
To
here?
play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary
That
game?
was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was
Why?
a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the Tuba Curarine that killed them. But they were only injected with it because they're bracelets, and they were only wearing the bracelets because of the nonary game. The nonary game was part of the project, and that's one more way it killed them.
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Now what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
So the final part of this game is to go back to the start and stop that. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered one way or another by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me. What is this project about? Who's the old woman? Who's Zero?
Sigma, would you hug me?
What? Oh, you're just going for it. What am I wearing? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Hey, Luna? What the hell's going on?
Sorry, my ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay, I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem, just a machine, a jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I refuse to accept that. I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time, even though I look like this?
Is it? I've never looked. I've been waiting for it to, like, show me. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier about if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
And that's what happened with Gollum that we met. Is he told us too much. What? Wait, are you saying...
Yes. Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
But why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. Even if you had done something, it would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
Sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, the face falling apart is not what I needed to see.
Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Am I the doctor? I've been Zero the whole time. But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Aw, I was hoping Zero would reboot and I'd get to just sit and talk to the rabbit for a bit. My favorite thing to do. Absolutely my favorite. Then the bombs explode. Hey, the receiver never left Dio's pocket. We're fine. Okay, that's Luna's ending. Good, good, good. Who are we missing? We're missing Quark's ending? And I'm going to assume Phi's ending is the true ending. Oh, we opened this. What was this? 5 minutes of life. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that's Luna's ending. I'm going to assume to betray here just leads to us leaving. Right? Betraying here probably doesn't lead to anything past there because there's nowhere to go. Meaning these are our main paths. I'm going to assume this is the main path. So with that,
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
oh, this is the one where I die. Suddenly, all eyes are on me. 5 minutes to live, so I know I can use the aluminum foil. That's what this timeline is. Felt their weight, but I stood my ground. This was the result I'd expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Didn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sopro. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn, you'll keep your promise, goddammit. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. Somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning through my mind. I would reach Dio, then at last. The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelivir. If he didn't, I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle in my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excelivir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out towards her.
Right. Of course.
Womp. She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be all right. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma, are you okay?
Sigma! Sigma!
Guess this is it.
First is the Sopra, I guess.
9 minutes. Once the Sopra was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which gave me 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even the death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out of it, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer.
Sigma, there's something white on it. The structure of the bones.
Oh, am
in
I
your
just gonna cut
arms
it off?
isn't anything. Your arms are cybernetic.
The hell was that? Cybernetic arms? It's both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. That flash of Luna I'd seen. I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up all the strength I had left and stood up one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up
Hey,
and...
don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot
Wow.
abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for
But-
help. Do you think Dio will? He's the one who gets out of here. There's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. I feel like there was an easier solution to this based on all the information you had, Sigma. What are you gonna do? Have the 9 doors slam your arm?
The number 9 will.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Get going already. Just you.
Huh?
Dio turned to look at me. I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself towards him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Like, go! Go, goddammit! Let me go!
Dude, you're not even stronger than a drugged up half robot. He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door. The gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough!
have to let go.
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
All right. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No, I'm gonna live. Crunch. Why not just get the tinfoil? Get the tinfoil.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for as the game is escape. Please.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired. So very, very tired. Felt my eyes flutter closed. Then nothing. Womp. Hello, beautiful people. Good day, good evening. Huh?
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Well,
I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room. That bastard Kay, he punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa, and after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9? So where's he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay? I heard
Arm?
what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand, or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. Told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah, how's Quark?
Right here.
Homie! Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
It seemed like they shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Dio, and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet.
Also, yeah.
I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yes. Namely, why is Alice not sick? Phi and I had already gone over it, but I explained what I'd noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? Didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in this nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? We were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who, probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it
No.
up?
My translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover...
I
has
thought that was a
point.
legitimate saying.
That
Meaning?
someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species?
Or caused the
Does that
pandemic?
mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate, huh? I looked around and did a quick inventory. And then realized how wrong that would be. So I stopped doing that. You're a robot. I don't know what you are. I still see you as a child, and I don't like you. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young fertile male. Repopulation, huh? Doesn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. The newspaper and the journal were right, and the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
All right, Quark, let's have a chat. How the fuck do you know that? Hey, you're right. Never even considered that.
That would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered.
All right, never mind. He's just a child.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her in there.
But that's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. Spy was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman in her clothes. I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Fi suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out towards me.
Looks
Card.
like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard it
Nope.
before?
You?
No. Anything on the back? Jumpy? 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 If it's Junpei and Akane, I'm gonna lose my shit. Password ? Something written here. It says Jumpy Doll.
Well, Actually, it says pass equals Jumpy doll.
The hell does that mean?
It's me.
Looks handwritten. She must have put it here herself so she wouldn't
Yeah.
forget. We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong? Alice! Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Okay, there.
Damn it.
Ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. Yep, okay. I was gonna say, I was mad because why didn't Alice get infected? There stood Alice, her hand wrapped around the scalp. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. He looked just like Quark had before he went insane. That meant.
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel high up in the air and then driving it down towards her heart. Oh, she just did it. Just to let us know that it's over. All right, we got Jumpy Doll. How is that Quark's ending? How is that Quark's ending? There's only one left. And it's the only important one. Deactivate bomb number 2. Let's do it. I got the code here. But in this timeline, they still don't know about Bomb 0. All right. That's a Q. E, Q, D, B, Y, R, N, T, K.
Damn, this is crazy. So you did know it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't scare me like that, all right?
Well, it's not like I was hiding it. Just couldn't remember it at first, then it just kind of floated up. Maybe it drifted
Whatever.
down.
The point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
They don't sound very amazed.
Okay, that just leaves us with the last bomb. It's,
It's in the garden.
right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Ugh. Makes it sound so
Don't
easy.
just stand there. Let's go.
She spun around and was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. Botanical garden. So what's Bomb 0? We've never seen it, heard about it, other than the one ending where we get out with Dio.
Finally. How many
Yeah.
minutes left?
Less than 10.
It's okay. We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
Yeah. There we go. Connected.
Okay, go. We've done
Go?
this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk?
You want me to remember another password,
Exactly.
right?
What else would I be talking about?
But
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. Third time's the charm, right?
that's not really how that's used. Just worried that lightning's not going to strike twice or thrice in this
No,
case,
I think
guess.
mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the first and second times aren't charmed too.
I guess
Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can.
so. What about you? You can jump to other worlds, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, all right? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
counting on you.
Password. The password. The password. Remember, Sigma. Come on, lightning can strike twice, or even 3 times. You can do it. Did it before. You did it twice before. This is nothing. You're a champion. Come on, Sigma, you can do it. Pull open the door to your memories. Bomb number 3. Or is this bomb number 1? This is bomb number 1. Number 3 was upstairs. So this is B, Q, Z, R, G, J, D, X, R. I was smart for writing them down. Yeah! Suck on that, Dio, you arrogant son of a bitch. That feels good. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in endorphins. I feel like it's just gonna melt and dribble in my ears. This is, without a doubt, what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I can fly right now. Hell, I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't this great? Bye? Hey, what's going on? Really harsh on the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everyone. Oh, also, not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. I'll dress up in that swimsuit for you like I promised. I mean, just the swimsuit thing would be fine, really, but... Are you even listening to me?
You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't
I
really.
hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish. I remembered
What?
something too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs.
Yes.
They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more. Bomb number 0.
Felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly, I remembered it too. I'd heard Dio say those very words on the floor of B warehouse. No
Looks
way.
like you remember it too.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
Shit, we've only got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the 0 bomb.
Right. I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after. What are you just standing there for? Go show me where the bomb is.
Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me.
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh shit, you don't know. She bit her lip and nodded. Damn it, what the hell are we supposed to do now? Can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Hide
Right.
something important. Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? Ah! I don't have this answer.
Sigma, wait! Where are you going?
Don't follow me. Go find the
Ed!
others.
Do you really think I'd do that?
You were following me, but there was no time to argue. Instead, I focused on my goal. There was still time. Apparently, I did have this answer. If he would hide something important, is it like between the 2 things in the warehouse? Is that where he hid it? I think that's where he hid it. Yeah. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. Should be between these AB rooms. Good, I was right. How much time do we have left?
About a minute.
Shit. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. The input device was plugged in. I was ready to go. Now I just had to answer the password. What was the password? Couldn't shake the feeling I'd already used on my 3rd time charm. Still, I had to try. I shook my head and concentrated. And I do know the code for the bomb 0. Let's do it. L X A Q N S. Game's done quick. It stopped.
Yeah.
Vi and I crumpled to the ground, the adrenaline that had sustained us suddenly gone.
How did you know it was here? Did you see it in another history?
It's hard to explain. The short version is that Dio hid something here in another timeline. I guess maybe he put the bomb here too.
Pretty good guess. Well, you did it. So,
Oh, I don't need any thanks. Just
what?
but that swimsuit you promised?
What? What on earth are you talking about?
Nothing.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until...
This
We
is
gotta go.
bad. The white doors have... We need to hurry. Everyone else is wait.
What about the
What the
swimsuit?
hell are you going on about? Just go!
Before I could protest, she turned and ran towards the magenta door. Sighed and headed off after her. Uh-oh. I can't have that fall on the floor. A fucking toothpick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Ran to the warehouse to find everyone else already there. They'd done as Fi asked and brought the 3 unconscious members of our party back to the doors. Fi and I shared a quick glance, then headed towards them.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe.
So, did you disable the bombs?
Yeah, could have done it in my sheep.
Don't you mean in your sleep?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, everyone's still
Yeah.
alive.
Good job, you guys.
No need to thank me. Although, I mean, if you... Oh,
What?
come on.
Huh?
You're disgusting.
Yes, Fi. Yes, he is.
1 minute.
We need to hurry.
Everybody know who's in their group?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
set.
Then let's move.
At Temioji's command, we broke off into our teams. Kay carried Quark on his back and dragged Dio along the floor and through the white door on the left. Clover and Luna carried Alice through the door on the right. Temioji, Fi, and myself ran through the center door.
10 seconds.
Oh, it's
remain
Temioji.
Until chromatic door. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Welcome
4,
to
3,
the final
2, 1, 0.
final game of the game.
Chromatic.
This is it. This is our last escape room. Q. And we've never seen this room. Not in the other timeline, not in whatever timeline. We've never ever been here. What the hell? Nothing here.
Well, there are doors. The one we came in. And that one, which I'm assuming is the exit.
Yep, figures. Won't budge.
The plaque on the door just said Q.
Q. What the hell is that supposed to be?
Really? Now someone's just being a smartass.
Huh?
Nothing. Maybe the Q is for question.
Well, I guess it's a very questionable room. Yeah, exactly.
If there was a deck
Just
of
keep 'em
cards
asleep.
here, maybe the Q would be for Queen.
It's a quality guess right there.
Right. Well, we need to get out of here. Let's find a way to get the door open.
We also need to find the star keys. I've got enough BP to open the door, but you guys need to play the AB game some more.
Yeah.
Still need a few more points.
If we can get those star keys, we should be able to play the AB game as many times as we need to. So,
It's just a matter of time until we get the points we need.
right.
Well, let's get started then.
Good.
Okay.
Seek a way out. Lowercase q looks like 9, so this is just room 9? Sure. Or some other esoteric bullshit like that. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? The room's empty. Wait, You hear something? Best friend? Best friend? Best friend? No. Huh. Why don't you want to bet it has something to do with that? Guess we should have a look. I think the cube is just floating there. The hell's it doing that? Who knows? Can't tell just by looking at it. Why don't you touch it and see if anything happens? Okay. That was my first thought as well. So if it's 3... Okay. Huh. I don't understand what's going on here. But another look at it. The cube, look at it again. There are winning and losing panels on the wall. The cube can help you find the winning panels. When the winning panel and only the winning panels are highlighted in the cyan, the system will act. Here's how you will find the winning panel. When you select a panel on the cube, it will display a number. Each surrounding panel will also display a number. This number indicates the number of winning panels that border each panel. For example, okay. So it doesn't do diagonally, it only does side to side. And it includes the square itself. That is so important. The hint that appears on the cube is different for each side. Hypothetically, if the wall with the exit is the north wall, then the wall to the right of that would be the east wall. Okay, which would make the wall to the entrance the south wall, while to the left of that would be the west wall. That would mean that a hint that appears on the west side would actually refer to the east wall. Okay. Let's just... North equals south, east equals west. Okay. Adjacent walls don't provide hints for one another. Each hint is specific to that wall. That means that even if there are winning panels on the border with the adjacent wall, those panels will not be reflected in the initial panel's numbers. Note 3. There are a total of 8 puzzles hidden in the wall. Examine the floor to view this message one more time. After that, it will be gone forever. Okay, so I don't know what wall this is. But we can safely say that if there's one here, this is to highlight. Ignore, ignore, ignore. If this has 1, that has 1. If this is only 1, that's still referring to this. If this has 2, that's it's 1 and this one. This has 3. So this also, yeah, so this is 1. And this is 1. Hold up. This only has a 1 on it. Okay, let's do it this way. This has 2. This has 2. This has 3. Boom, 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 boom. There's so many variants, though. So there's literally only this wall. This is the only wall I need to think about. Let me erase this. Let me start gridding it out. So let me see what, first off. So if I'm looking at this wall, I'm assuming I'm looking at this wall, right? So let me... Yeah, that's 0. That's 1. If this is 1, but those 2 are 0, then this has to be 1. That's what it's telling me. This has to be 1. If this is 2, and we know that this one is this, and there's 1 here, that's that one. We know the second one has to be 3, so 2 isn't 1. Or sorry. No! I hate hitting buttons. Sorry, we know these 2 have to be. And because these 2 have to be, and this one has to connect to this one, we know this one has to be. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3. And because these 2 have 1, and this one has to connect to this one, that means this has to be 1, which means... Yeah, it's just this line. And if I'm right, yeah, nothing else has 1. Cool. Whoa, what the hell? Interesting. That's how this one works. Looks like there's more of them. Should keep looking. Well, hold up, what is this? Let me just slid out of the wall. You can look around more by exiting zoom mode and returning to normal view. You've got some kind of weird patterns on it. Nothing happens if I touch them though. Maybe something's missing. Like what? All right, can I push it back in? I still have other walls to deal with. Can you go back? All right, we've got our first one here. Once again, we've got 1 into 0, so it has to be where the 2 is. And if there's a 2 there, if this is lit and the 1's there, it's got to be the bottom one. And if this lit and this is lit, then both of these are covered, which means it's neither of these. There we go. Okay, now we're getting spicy. Now we're getting spicy. If there's a 0 here and there's 1 here, it could be this one or this one. Or this one or this one. Because there's a 3 here, and because there's a 2 here, we know for sure that this has one. We know for sure it does. What else we got? Perfect. This is how we need. 2 zeros and a 1. That means this is absolutely a square. Which means if this is absolutely a square, that one is irrelevant. If this is absolutely a square, this one is irrelevant. Meaning it would be 1, 2, 3. So it would be this 2. Making these non-factors. Any others hiding around? Hey, I get it. I get it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 and so bottom right 3, bottom left 2. Okay. Now we got a whole bunch of shit lit. Next. Can I do the top one? Is that possible? What does Q do? Oh, it's to turn. Okay. Let's look at this wall. Clear this out. What do we got? Off the bat, zeros. Off the bat, zeros. Ah, here we go. If this is a 0 and this is a 1, that means that this has to be a mark. Means this can't be. Okay, a little more problems here. I need to go back to... We know that this is one of them. Cool. 0, 0, 0 with a 2. So we know that this is one of them. We know this isn't. And because we have one here, we know that this is not one of them. Neither of these two. Which would mean this has to be. Cool. Solve that problem. Almost. Yep, there's 2 there. If I go here, there's 2 there. If I go here, there's 3 there. Cool, 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 cool. Next. We know that. Ooh, bunch of 1s. We got 0s around it. It's this guy. Excellent. Pull it up. I need 1 over, so 1, 2, 3. And then third up. Excellent. And then just this alone. Are we redoing every single fucking puzzle? Is that what this room is? All right, memo clear. Well. This one is a little trickier. Except it starts with a 3, so it's not as tricky. This, and this. And because we have this one, and this is a 4, and there's only 4 options. So this already has the 3. So it can't be this. And if this can't be this, then it has to be these 3. And this, because it only has 4 options, has to be all 4. And this already has 2. But because this one's already highlighted and this is a 1, it has to be this. Because that's highlighted, it has to be that, so it can't be these. So just get rid of all of those 3. As well as these. Let's see what we got here. So with this 4, we have 1, 2, 3. With this 3, we have 1, 2, 3. So it can't be this. Meaning this has to be this. And this has 1 here. That's not going to help us. Okay. So these all have 1 beside them. We know off the bat, can't be this, this, and obviously not this. Meaning this 4 is here. Meaning it can't be this. And with it being this one and this one, we know it can't be this one. This also still has 2 beside it already. This one also gets taken off the table. And I think that's everything. Cool. Look at the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, third, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a recreation of every puzzle we've done so far. I didn't miss anything? Nope. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 puzzles in this room. It's a dartboard. I remember seeing this before. Well, who hasn't seen a dartboard before? No, that's not what I mean. I feel like I've seen it somewhere in this building before. It's just this board is different from a normal dartboard, you know? Isn't it obvious? There's only 2 ways to use a dartboard. Either you use it to hold pizza or you throw darts at it. Those missiles? They're darts. Look over there. I think it's a green memory card. Can't get it out though. Glass is covering it. I think we can get some darts out though. All right, I'll grab a couple. Darts. You gotta score 100 with 3 darts. However, the first dart must land in the green area, the second in the blue area, and third in the red area. It's weird. Just sworn I'd seen these before. At least it's 100 this time. I know how to get to 100. Let's start throwing stuff and see what we get. $42. 1 has to land in a blue area. $24. This is more. And I need 30. Which isn't possible with red. So we reset. Let's try... We go for 13. Can I get 31? I don't think so. Can I get 39? I don't think so. Can I do 13 3 times? I can, but I did. Okay. Okay, I need 18 more. Where can I make up 18? Okay, a triple 14 is our biggest, right? So we might as well do that. If I go double 11, I hit 64, which means I need 36. There's no 12, but I can make 36 with 9. No, I can't. Not successfully. If I do 14 times 2, that gives me... I need 30, which I can't do. If I do just 13, I go up to 55. Which I can't make. 42 is the biggest I can make. If I go 18, I get to 60, and I can't make 40. If I do 8, 16, 24, I can get up to 66. Can I make 34? I don't think so. Yeah, 1 off. Where can I get that 1? Ba-dum-bum. Can't believe triple 14 is my highest value here. That's insane. Take it with a 39. Why are there 2 8s? Why are there 3 8s? Looks like I'm gonna need... The 8 is a mandatory, I'm going to assume. 23, 37. Not doable. Bum, bum, bum. All right, if I do my 3 highest values, triple 7 or double 13. Double 13. No, triple 11. 33. So I just need to take 3 off of that. Okay. Simple enough. Piece of cake. See that? My dart skills are undeniable. It was very nice. Do you really think you had to stand the whole 2 meters and 27 centimeters away from the dartboard, though? I'm a fair man. My high school voted me most likely to be a judge, you know. Okay. It's great and all, but look, the display case. It's open. Great. Now we can get that green memory card. Huh. Gonna have to pull out all the stops in this job. Sound like you're in a heist movie. Should I have worn a catsuit? I think I threw up a little. Besides, everyone in a heist movie wears a sweet suit. Next puzzle. I hated this one. Change the colors to the correct ones by selecting the hexagons and triangles. Remember, you only have 5 moves to complete the puzzle. Huh, I feel like I've done this puzzle somewhere before. Oh well, doesn't matter, I guess. Hold up, I don't know what I want with it. Binder behind the glass. Oh, they're not going to tell me. It's just I'll figure it out. Yep. Ba-dum. 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 Thought I was doing something slick there. Ah, I fucked it. Okay. Let's hit that. How did I do this before? The real question is it green outside or is it pink outside? That changes how I do this. I solved these so quickly last time. Bum bum ba-dum. Okay, let's get that one as an obvious. No, I fucked it. Oh, you might be right. Give it a shot. How do I make this all fucking pink? How do I make it all pink? I need to get... These are the main props. That one needs to get done. Yeah, all right. I'll take another look. Anything I interfere fucks with the edge. If I can make it all. No, it looks, it's all red. All red. Okay. How do I do this and not ruin everything else? Did I solve it? Yeah, it must be the answer. Look. Glass doors. They're open. Well done. Some good work, Sigma. It's a binder. Let's have a look. There's only a single piece of paper in here. It says Q Chamber Special AB game. Uh-huh. 3 people will definitely choose Ally. 3 people will definitely choose Betray. 1 is a mysterious mirror man. He will always do whatever his opponent does. First answer, strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. Second answer, we must be the only ones to surpass 9. Okay. I'll figure that out when I have to. Not doing that yet. Looks like 4 purple books. Let's go through each one of them. What the? There's nothing written here. I mean, all the pages are blank. Are the other books the same? Have a look. Yeah, there's nothing here. Huh. Something wrong? Something in that one? No, pages are all blank. It's just what? Well, there's some pictures put in between the pages back here. 3 of them looks like. Yeah, it's the dice. Blue dice, green dice, red dice. All right, map it out. So red 4. Actually, I'll just do it. Memo. Crash. Yes. We'll do the whole thing in blue. There is a board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's an 8 by 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at us line up perfectly. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. I do not have a straight hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if we count, let's say this is the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We got a red 4. And then down, over, over is a red 3. In terms of green, right beside the red 4 is a green 2 and a 6. And on the other side of the red is 1 and 5. Yep. Okay. So if I'm reading it like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is where I want my first one. 1, 2, 3. So this is where I want green 2. And then we'll build from there. Damn it, I'm so close, but I'm not. Nope. Doot, doot. I don't know how any of this works. What am I doing? Go for a lap, shake it up. Two. Where I wanted it, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep. Red 4, blue 5. Cool. Green 6, red 3, blue 1. Green 6, red 3, blue 1. Red 3. Blue 1. Am I wrong? Green 6, red 3, blue 1. Does it matter the direction they're facing? Does that matter? I still have it the wrong way. Woo! Ah, come on. I'm so close, but I'm so off. I keep getting it right back to the same position. And once again in the wrong spot. Come on. Ah! How do I keep getting it there? I'm really good at doing that. Is that the only way I can get the 6 to show up? Or am I just not very bright? Okay, well. How am I so bad at this? What's on the other side? 1. So I need the 1 to show up here. Ah! Finally. I think the 3 is facing the right way. Nope. Yeah, I think it's up, right? Yeah. Nope, still not the one I wanted. Still not the way I wanted. Yeah, I need the 1 on this side. How do I do that again? It shouldn't matter. It's never mattered before. It never mattered before. The direction of each side of the dice must match the specific. So it absolutely, I was right. I just needed to get it there. Are you fucking kidding me? What was my thing again? 2, 4, 5. Okay. Well, what direction's the 2 facing? Back corner. Boop, 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 boop. Shit. Is that the right corner? No. I need it this way. Okay. Figure out how the fuck to do that. Let me get out of my way. No, wrong way. How do I how do I keep getting back to that same spot? Am I just wrong? Was I wrong in my initial thing? Because it seems like an insane amount of work for a puzzle, instead of just being the right numbers in the right place. Let me see if I just put them in a different spot. Like, this is where I wanted originally. So let's go to the same spot here. Two. No, one below it. There we go. Do. 4, 5. Two, 4, 5. 6, 3, 1. No? Where it's supposed to be. 3 down from the top, and then the final one is 1 left. Yeah, they're all in that position. So why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? The fucking dice again, man. It's the fucking dice again. Roll the 6 dice to move them where they need to go. The direction of each side. Oh, it has to. Ugh. So, red 4 on top. 1 bottom. 2 red 3 6 bottom 2 left. Green 2 1 bottom left and 6 4 bottom 2 5 1 bottom 4 left blue 1 3 bottom 2 Everything get out of my way. Green 2, you're up first. And green 2 needs 1 on the bottom and 3 on the left. So I need the final place to be here. Wait. Nailed it. Cool. Red 4. 1 on the bottom, 2 on the left. So it needs to be that way. Cool. Next. Blue 5. 1 on the bottom. Can't do, there it is. That's how I need you. Fuck, I'm so close. Nope, that's not the direction I needed it. Oh. Fuck. I need 1 on the bottom, right? Yeah, okay. I'm getting really good at getting 4 on the left. Or 1 on the left. I need that there and that there. Ugh, I'm not good with these. I'm really not. Shit. I was so close. I'm right fucking there. I'm right there, and I keep putting myself back in the same spot. I'm really good at getting here. Fuck, I'm so fucking close. Please just get into position. How do I keep getting it there? I'm trying to shuffle things up to make it less brutal on me. Why am I so bad at this? How do I keep getting it there? I didn't want to do it because I knew exactly what it meant. Fuck, I'm so bad at these puzzles. I don't... Firstly, I get frustrated and I start rushing things. Doesn't help anyone's cause. But also, I'm just not good. I'm not good with the spatial shit. We've seen it all game. I'm not good at it. So what I need is I need 3 up when I'm here. Or conversely, 6 up when I'm here. Or 1 up when I'm here. Those are the numbers I'm looking for. Almost. How am I so good at getting to that? Yeah, maybe I'll give that a shot. They're set on paths. They're set on paths. Okay. What does the 6 need? 4 down. 4 down, 2 left. This is red 3, 6 down, 2 left. Perfect. And it's a blue 1. Okay. Got it. I had a feeling you would do it. Good job. Look at this. It opened. It's a screen down there. Looks like this is the only part that can actually interact with. It's dark. There's nothing on it. There's some card slots underneath the screen. Yeah, okay. Put them in. Green. Would you look at that? Looks like you turned it on. Us, A, and B are all pairs consisting of 2 people. C, D, and E are solos consisting of a single person. First, move the pairs A and B to the blank areas on the left under pair. Next, move the solos. Okay. The pair and a solo align vertically with verse between them will face off against each other in an AB game. You can still move icons even after you've placed them. Once an opponent has been selected, the game will begin. Choose the vote for us pair, either ally or betray. The results of your match will be displayed along with the results of the other team. If the correct number of people reach the target BP after playing 3 rounds, the game will be completed. Alright. 3 people will choose betray always. 3 people will always choose ally. One is a mysterious mirror man. He will always do what his opponent does. Yes. So let's put ourselves against D, C, E, A, B. We'll hit ally. Hold up. Hold up. I didn't see that fast enough. Get rid of this. Don't want to go back that far. Yeah, we got that. Okay, and we know this. I want to go back that far. Not far enough now. Okay. So I can write shit down. What did I see? I didn't think it would go away that fast. Okay. So this is how it was done. Us, B, E, B, B, E, A, V, C. And we got ally. We got an A/B. And we got double B. Okay. So that means either D or C is the mirror man. So let's find out. Let's pull C to our side and then D over to A. That's what I want, right? Yeah, C to our side, D to A. Ah. Missed it. Back second. Yes, C is the mirror. So we know C equals mirror. A chose betray last time. A chose betray again. I think A will always betray. B hit ally last time. B hit ally again. E hit betray last time. E hit betray again. Okay. Yeah, that didn't change. Also, E just got 9 points. Okay. 3 will always ally, 3 will always betray. So I'm going to assume, because we have a single that will always ally. So we'll do what we do. A will always betray, B will always ally. Which means E will always betray. And D will always ally. Then we're a pair. We do whatever. And C is the mirror. Okay. Okay. So if I want to get us to a point where everyone escapes at the same time, I have 3 rounds to do it. Or no, I only need 6 people. Okay, so me and C, and then B and D. Always. Let A and E rot. That's the goal. Okay. A and E are always together. The other 2 don't matter. Mouse is faster. Bum-ba-dum. Look, the screen change color. It's the final code. But we're gonna get the other one. Yeah, I just have to choose the one who always allies, which is D. Then I betray D. And then honestly, I can just set the other 2 up to fail. I do have to be careful here, because C is a mirror. How do I want to do this? C and B, and then A and E. Still the same. Who do I want again? D. Goodbye. Oh, now we got C and B. Okay, so we need to knock C and B down a bit. So we go C and A, and then B and E. What does D do? D chooses ally. D's dead anyway. There we go. Sun, sun, moon. Do. Means we probably won't open it the same way too. Good job. Opened it. Well done. All secret challenges complete. Still missing one file. Sun, sun, star. Okay. Ooh. Yes. It's open. Okay then, let's see what was in here. First off, 2 star keys. Well, and those are important, but look at this. Sylvia, the Rad 6 cure. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what to say. Quark's gonna be okay. Crying? All right, let's get out of here. We need to get this stuff back to Quark and Alice. Let's get moving. I think I've seen something like this before. Oh, you mean one of those exercise machines where you twist your hips around? No, I don't think so. Doesn't look like a fitness machine to me. Kind of ruins it when you take it so seriously. This is... damn it, I can't remember. Now, before we escape this room, that's where we're calling it. Because I know, for a fact, these last 2 pieces are going to take 2 hours. They're going to take so long. It's the end of the game. It's going to take ages. So we're going to stop and do that next time. And if we finish, there's some other really cool games that I've been waiting to try. If you didn't know, today was kind of an indie game fucking explosion. It was crazy. There's about like 7 games that dropped that are all getting insane reviews. So I've got some, and we're gonna play some, pretty sure. But until then, thank you everybody for tuning in, seconds, minutes, hours, or the entire time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves and those around you. May, thanks for hanging. We finish this next time. It's done. It's done. And then we'll take a break before going into the finale. We'll take a break. We'll do something different. Then we'll do the finale. And then we'll play friggin' Phoenix Wright. Because I haven't done that. We'll do all the things. Take care, everyone. See you on the next one.